Okay, I am not a manga religionist. Heck, I hardly read them. Splitting my free time between movies, games, TV series, music, being with people, being with the love of my life, and surviving in Nigeria, there's little to no time for me to read manga. But in the past, I have spent some time trying to read some manga because I watched the anime and I know that I am definitely not getting a season 2 anytime soon or even ever. So it's reading and getting upset by every chapter that I am not getting another season. But that's just the thing. I only read mangas that have an anime that has not ended. I always thought if a manga was that good, it's going to get an anime, so there's no reason for me to go and read the manga, even if it's good. Yes, I am that type of person. But a few months ago, I decided to start reading manga. And I feel a few people out there are going to say, manga of anime that have incomplete ending, right? I'm hurt that you guys think that of me. And I want each and every one of you to know you're 100% right. Hey, you can't blame me. That's how I'm wired, okay? But I read a lot of mangas that don't have an anime or even having a hope of having an anime. But I could say I had an awesome time going on this journey. Although it has screwed up my life that any place I go to that I do not find interesting enough, I just want to read my manga.
The power will fall on each and every one of you.
Amen.
You will
Preach
all
on,
be on
Pastor.
fire. Brothers and sisters, are you Facebooking in church?
This is not Facebook, it's actually manga.
Manga what?
Yeah, I'm Facebooking in church.
You see the problem with these youths and Nigeria?
Anyway, here are a few mangas I've been reading and I think people out there should check it out if they want to check it out. I'm going to do my best not to have enough spoilers in this video about any of these mangas, but it can't really be helped because I'm going to be explaining things that are kind of already spoilers. So here we go. My wife is a demon lord. It's fine that the first thing I'm talking about on the manga list isn't technically a manga. It's a Korean light novel and they call them manhwas, not mangas. I feel like I have to state this out because I can already feel somebody in the comment section writing, well, it is called manhwas, not mangas in Korea. So shut up, stay out of this, it's still manga. Anyway, I love isekai. Me and isekai are in an abusive relationship. MWIADL is a story about a powerless male protagonist is entrusted to look after the fallen demon queen Isabella. Depleted of her power, Isabella has to camouflage as a human and live among them. The story about Zhang and Isabella is about them learning and adapting to their new world. Zhang is from the real world and Bella has been a demon all her life. At first, I wasn't really enjoying some aspect of this story because Bella's arrogant and cold nature to the last person in her life. I really don't like main characters that are nothing more than doormats. But all of that got turned away when I saw the discrimination people without magical powers were given in this world and how Zhang was able to handle all of that. What gives the story a standing ground is when the main character learned about something called forgery and was able to apply his inventions as his fighting ability. Seeing what and what Zhang can forge can be fun to witness. At one point I started to think what and what I would forge if I found myself in the same situation like them. But do you know what was the icing in this light novel? It had a tournament fight! I apologize for my outburst. I don't know what came over me. I just saw arena and I saw fighters and tournament fight! So yeah, you should read it. It's good. It's hard to remember adventure fantasy stories that are not isekai exist. There is too many isekai in the Jimpo. Goodbye Dragon Life is a story about the oldest and strongest dragon allowing himself to be killed by a hero. Just as he prepares to have his eternal sleep, he was reborn as a human named Dran. He lives in a small village in the frontier, walking the fields, hunting forest animals, and having a warm life filled with love and joy. Things he never experienced as a dragon. One day patrolling the forest near his village, he encountered a powerful demon army. The one thing that really got me in this story is how Dran was enjoying his life, smiling, having a loving family that he enjoys helping out any way he can, and him finding how amazing humans are. Apart from that hero that killed him, that hero is a dick. But Dran having to do new things that were never really a problem for him when he was a dragon, like wearing heavy clothes for cold and stuff like that. Apart from Dran, the side characters in this story are quite quite enjoyable. One of them being the nicest and sweetest of them all. She's the kind of person that will lay down her life for people she just met. Seriously, I'll pick up a shield and a broom if anybody says anything wrong about her. Goodbye Dragon Life have this relaxing feeling to it. It takes a nice time to bring you into its world and its characters, and when you think it can't get any better, it drops an army that has to be stopped. If you like a short read, I highly recommend this one. It's easy to catch up to date because it's just 30 chapters and its writer has not released the next chapter in a while. Excuse me for a second. Why cliffhanger? Why? 10 years ago, gates appeared in this world. Those gates connect the real world to the monster world. Because of these gates, many ordinary people receive great power to hunt monsters inside the gates. These people are called hunters. But not every hunter is blessed with great power. This is the world of solo leveling. Song Jin-woo is an E-rank hunter and he's the weakest of them all, which gives him the name the world's worstest. He still tries his best to make ends meet. From his dungeon raids, one day finishing a hidden dungeon, he receives a strange power, a quest log that only he could see, a training regimen that if he does it, he can level up.
Hold up.
Solo leveling takes you step by step on how Song is progressing and leveling up. Unlike the Isekai Lord and Savior, who is just badass because he's just badass. Isekai. The art style has this unique way of conveying the atmosphere of a situation when it's creepy and hopeless, funny, and most especially how terrifying and powerful some enemies and humans can be in this world. The thing I like about this story is the chain reaction of some actions in it. For example, an action taken by the main character in chapter 4 can have a chain reaction that will have an explosion in chapter 31. The explosion doesn't just happen that we have to start scratching our head to remember all the events that actually led up to that explosion. The story cuts from the main character from time to time to show us this time bomb is still ticking and getting bigger. He may be the center of the story, but he's not the center of the universe, and I like that. The fight scenes in Solo Leveling are spicy and have the right pinch of awesomeness. No two fights are even close to the same. Seeing how Song's fighting style has changed from when we started makes you feel like you helped him a little bit to get to this point of his progression, or should I say our progression. Yes, I know it's called Solo Leveling. Shut up! That's how I feel inside. If you are looking for a story that will not make you slog through before it gets good and has a great pace, beautiful plot, tasty fight scenes, and you have a lot of time to kill, this is the story for you. And I said a lot of time to kill because it's over 100 chapters. So you better start reading before it reaches 200. Imagine trying to survive in a harsh society where every crime is punishable by death. No matter how small the crime is, death is his reward. Those who carry out this punishment are more villains than authority figures. This is the world of burning effect. The main character, Burning, while trying to stand up for herself, got the attention of one of those enforcers. Her life has been turned upside down and now she has to fight for her survival. What's really amazing about this story is how the fights are portrayed. It's a mix of elegance and destruction. Some moves can be powerful and deadly, and a lot of details go into showing that. Seriously, there was one move I saw in this story that made me shout, okay? The story picks up and doesn't really slow down, but you don't get lost in its speed. It does a good job in its world building, even in its speed. I really don't want to go into spoiler heavy territories here, so check it out if you think it's your thing. Alright people, we have come to the last manga, people. Yeah, and the name of the last manga is Goblin Slayer. You thought I was going to do a list of manga and not put a manga that already has an anime? Ha! Guess again. But to be fair, it is Goblin Slayer Year 1, okay? Not the Goblin Slayer everybody knows. Goblin Slayer Year 1 picks off the day that his village was raided by goblins. Getting this manga, all I could say is holy shit. First and foremost, what I can say is that the anime toned down this manga a lot, which I don't think was a good thing from what just even the first few pages of Year 1, which is some dark shit. But goblins in Goblin Slayer are so so evil. Okay, year 1 shows his first raid into a goblin lair and the things he started learning, because when you watch Goblin Slayer or read the real manga, he already has a lot of knowledge about killing goblins and stuff like that. So the year 1 actually show how he got a lot of those knowledge from trial and error and other stuff. As at this point, if you ask me, do goblins deserve to die, my answer will be yes, they deserve to die and burn in hell. The story concentrates of both Goblin Slayer and other people that we might have seen in the original story, but right now we get to see more things about them, and there are some gruesome deaths to some characters in this story that I'm like, my god, Goblin Slayer, turn it down. No, take it up, crank it up. If you did not like Goblin Slayer, I don't know, I don't think you're gonna like, but if you like Goblin Slayer or thought it was okay, please definitely read this story. I'm trying my best not to spoil it, but I think I already did with kind of the synopsis and stuff like that, so I'm sorry, but please check it out. All right guys, that's it. Go and read a couple of mangas, come back, we'll talk in the comment section. That's if you want to talk in the comment section, or you just want to pretend you didn't get any knowledge from me. Yeah, it's up to you. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Oh yeah, I didn't say happy new year to you guys. Sorry. Anyway, happy new year. I wish each and everybody had a awesome holidays and is back to whatever life they had for the holidays. And yes, I know I haven't posted in a while. Sorry, my life had some few things happening, both awesome and not awesome, and maybe one day I'll talk about it if someone writes a comment who want to hear my boring life and what exactly happened. Anyway, please like, share, and please subscribe to Sky City Bay, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay dangerous, people.